As the world debates the military response, 19 days since the worst terror attack in Israeli history, its leaders are trying to frame the stakes, today laying bare the brutality in graphic detail.
Avdiivka, just north of Donetsk, which is the largest city held by Russia and has been held by Russia effectively since 2014, is very much the #1 target at the moment for the Russian offensive in eastern Ukraine. Officially, the Ukrainians say that they are repelling all of these attacks and inflicting huge losses on the Russians.
Israeli commanders have been deployed all over Gaza as the bombardment continues. Hamas says its fighters are involved in clashes with Israeli forces. The Hamas-run health ministry estimates at least 400 Palestinian civilians were killed overnight. Aid agencies say they've lost contact with their workers after all phone and internet services were cut.
Israel is at war. We didn't want this war. It was forced upon us in the most brutal and savage way. But though Israel didn't start this war, Israel will finish it.
Well, staying in the region, defense officials say U.S. targets in Syria and Iraq have been attacked at least 23 times in the past 2 weeks.
The Pentagon said last week that those behind the attacks are supported by Iran and its Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. And this morning, a senior U.S. military official with direct knowledge tells NBC News there were 4 attacks on bases with U.S. troops in the Middle East just yesterday.
Yemen's Iran-backed rebels have seized a cargo ship over its connection to Israel, taking its crew hostage.
The private Russian military force Wagner saying that he has now ordered his mercenaries to halt their march on Moscow and retreat to their field camps in Ukraine to avoid, quote, shedding Russian blood.
And we do want to start this hour with breaking news. Ukraine launching a missile attack on Russia's naval headquarters. We're going to show you some video. You can see the smoke rising in this video. This is the city of Sebastopol. It is one of the largest cities in the Ukrainian peninsula of Crimea.
Likely remember last month, Ukraine used an armed sea drone to strike a vital bridge that links Russia to occupied Crimea.
This is exactly what the drone pilots saw. Thermal imagery, the water rippling as up to a ton of explosive approaches the bridge. The cursor shows the drone moving in. And another on the railway tracks at about the same time.
Last hour, it's been confirmed that Yevgeny Prigozhin, head of the Wagner Group, was on board the private jet that crashed near Moscow. This is still very much an evolving situation, one that the UK government has said that it is monitoring. In the US, President Biden has said there's not much that happens in Russia that Putin's not behind.